Thank you everyone for coming out. I know she said that I think Dominica chose me actually. I didn't choose anything, and I'm happy to be here actually. Protocol already established. I hope we did not miss anyone with the protocol, but personally I live on Anguilla, so it's difficult for me to remember everyone during the protocol. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we are here to celebrate. We celebrate the momentous 40th anniversary of independence and reunion as we reflect on the aspirations and progress of our nation and people with patriotic pride. This occasion provided the perfect backdrop and timing for our groundbreaking milestone here today. On behalf of Tranquility Beach Curio, a collection by Hilton, our affiliate company Sunstone Inc., my family, I would truly like to thank the Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, and the people of Dominica, the government, for this opportunity to invest in a labor of love in the land of my birth. To our affiliates, service providers, agents, and clients, we are grateful for your valuable contributions to our reaching this important project milestone. I would like to make special mention to Mr. Neil Freeman of Aries Capital, who assisted me to plant a seed right here on Dominica. I would like to welcome from Hilton Hotels and Resorts, Mr. Pablo Motorana and Mark Nogel, who have traveled many miles to be here for this auspicious occasion. We are honored to have our hotel operations branded with the highly regarded, global renowned Hilton Curio. This esteemed brand has a powerful presence in the world of travel and hospitality and will heighten the profile of Dominica as a tourism destination. It is heartwarming for me to welcome to Dominica some very special guests who on a daily basis invest a lot of passion, energy, and resources into developing markets around the globe, promoting Dominica as a destination and our CBI offering. I wish to single out the World One Group in Turkey, represented by Mergan, and his guest all the way from Nigeria, Lola. Thank you for coming. A special warm welcome is also extended from Hassan, Saad Hassan Immigration Pakistan, and his guest. Thank you. These are the giants who work tirelessly in the market to promote our homeland and our citizenship program. It is an emotion-filled day for me, as this project is probably and will be the single most challenging yet fulfilling initiative I have ever embraced in my entire life. Over the last 4 years, I can say that I have earned my bachelor's degree, hopefully with honors, in the citizenship by investment industry from the Ivy League Global University of Hard Knocks. And now I am pursuing my master's. Ladies and gentlemen, I was a mere property designer and developer who learned the CBI industry right in the trenches of the market in various corners of the globe, from Dominica to Dubai, Turkey, Pakistan, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, London, China, India, Egypt, Jordan, and on and on and on. And I'm still counting. My friends, it was a steep learning curve, but I feel fulfilled that we were able to overcome the challenges and forge ahead. Reflecting on the journey, it started in 2014 when we bought this beautiful coastal property on which we stand today, right here in the village of Salisbury. After 2 years of designing, engineering, legal paperwork, negotiations with the CBI committee, and rigorous due diligence, we signed the MOU with the government and were granted the honor of being an authorized CBI real estate project. We had 2 more years learning the nuts and bolts of the demands of the market, networking with various stakeholders and agents in promoting Dominica and Tranquility Beach Resorts in the markets. Now, here we stand on broken grounds. We all can attest that there still remains many questions and misconceptions among some relating to the CBI investment industry. If we take a close look, many of the world's leading nations enjoy the benefits of a similar type of programs. The United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Cyprus, Malta, and several of our regional sisters islands have thriving. Now, if you pay close attention to the market, you will now realize that even Anguilla, my main place of residence, will soon launch its program for permanent residency by investment. Turkey as well has just launched a similar immigration program. When we promote Dominica at the CBI trade shows, we stand side by side competing against jurisdictions which offer a similar program around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not alone. We compete in an industry that is dynamic, complex, and has a growing number of competitors year after year. The CBI industry is a blossoming industry, a growing industry based on the increased demands of the world's global citizens who wish to travel freely and live more fulfilling lives. As we are aware, Dominica is not alone in offering a citizenship program to qualified applicants who successfully pass through the due diligence process. Dominica captured the title for being number one, numero uno, in the world of second citizenships, as acknowledged in the Financial Times Professional Wealth Management magazine in 2017 through good governance and leadership. In 2018, Dominica won this title yet again for another year running. One of the elements that Dominica received a perfect score on was the rigor of comprehensiveness in its due diligence analysis. Comprehensiveness, ladies and gentlemen. This protects the integrity and sustainability of the Dominica CBI program, and as a nation, we all should be proud of this accolade. I know I am. We are creating something special here at Tranquility Beach Resort. Our clients who invest in our program are not just a number. Our clients and their families become part of the Tranquility Beach family. I have made friendships and collaboration with our clients. Today here with us, I am honored to have a few clients who are celebrating with us today. I would like to make special mention of my very first client, Mr. Jalaru. Mr. Jalaru, can you stand, let the people see who you are, please? Mr. Jalaru and his family embraced Dominica as their new home and made further investments. and develop personal connections on the island as they have settled within our communities. Probably many of you saw Mr. Jalaru here many times all around Dominica having his beer, his kubuli, he loves kubuli, and probably no one knew who he was. Tranquility Beach Resort, Curio Collection by Hilton, will be 73-room hotel with amenities including spa, gym, restaurant, conference facilities, and more, which you can view at tranquilitybeachdominica.com. Investors in our project will also benefit from receiving Hilton Gold membership and Hilton Honors points to enjoy Hilton properties anywhere around the world. Thank you. Thank you. At this mobilization stage, we have about 30 employees, and we aim to increase this to over 100 employees in the next couple months. I wish to adopt the best practices strategy, which Sam Raphael of Jungle Bay has mastered and shared. That is, being passionate and intentional in buying goods and services in the neighborhood where your business operates. This beautiful village of Salisbury and the neighboring areas will feel the positive economic impact of Tranquility Beach. We need employees, service providers, and a variety of goods and services throughout the construction phase and thereafter in the hotel operation stage. It is our aim that our hotel will create meaningful employment, extend luxury accommodation, increase visitor arrivals, and create an extra marketing buzz in our country. We have something truly special here in Dominica, and we want the world to know. We are now ready to dive into the construction phase, truly my favorite space. We commit to using sustainable and sound construction to execute our unique design. Since Maria's onslaught, Dominica has taken a strong leadership role in developing a climate-resistant nation. As a designer-developer, I also appreciate this approach and have included the pillars of sustainability and greenness in this project. Our design captures the natural lights and breezes. We will pour solid concrete structures, that's from foundation all the way to the roof. We will build underground systems to capture precious water and reuse gray water for irrigation. We will utilize energy lighting and appliances and water-saving devices. Solar energy will be leveraged to reduce the use of fossil fuels. We are fully on board Dominica's thrust to be one of the leading nations in climate resistance and eco-sensitivity. We invite each and every one of you to join hearts and hands to participate in making Tranquility Beach Resort a remarkable success. We stand ready to leverage our team's 25-plus years of experience in developing five-star, first-class luxury properties in the region to create an extraordinary project which will make Dominica proud. I want to take some time out to acknowledge my colleagues in the Dominica CBI real estate market who have been generous with advice, solidarity, and collaboration in assisting me through this CBI journey. From Jungle Bay Resort, Mr. Sam Raphael, thank you. From Secret Bay, Mr. Gregor Nassif. From MMCE, Mr. Anthony Aiden. And from Anichi Development, Mr. Alec Lawrence. On one hand, you can view us as competitors. But on the other hand, together, we form a formidable team promoting the Dominica CBI real estate offering in a positive light, I might add, bringing new luxury capital investment to the island. If we band together to ensure that all these hotels become a success, it will be a 360-degree win-win-win for all. The result would be a center of excellence for tourism in Dominica, a pedigree within the competitive tourism global industry. This would result in increased tourists, higher visitor spend, better airlift, more powerful marketing, improved infrastructure, enhanced social services. I want to invite you all for a moment. If you could just close your eyes with me for a moment, please, if you don't mind. Just indulge me, please. And just picture this beautiful Dominica of ours that we love so much. 6 to 5 five-star resorts, an international airport, a cruise village, thousands of homes for those in need. In short, employment for all. Can you see it, people? Now that's the Dominica I want for my children.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to start out by thanking Ian Sugar George Edwards for inviting me here. I've learned some things about Sugar George, and I think I have to learn some more things there. And the Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, thank you very much. My first time in your beautiful country, and it's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. As you heard, my name is Mark Nogle, and I am the global head of the Curio Collection by Hilton. You may wonder, what does that mean? Well, I head up our brand, which today is comprised of more than 60 hotels in more than 21 countries around the world. We have been around for about 4.5 years now, and are looking to continue to grow our brand and its representation. And I'm very excited to be here today to help celebrate this momentous occasion, this groundbreaking for the property here, which will be a huge addition for us. When we think about Tranquility Beach Resort and the features that are going to be offered here, it's absolutely stunning. I've been amazed by the plans and the information that I have seen. And what I think is going to be great is that this property will complement the nature island. When we take a look at what you have in this beautiful island, and I promise to come back, I'm here very briefly on this trip. I wasn't aware of all that there was with the thermals and with the rainforest and with the mountains and the beaches and the scuba diving and everything else, and not to mention the food. It's very, very important. It is going to be a great addition for our collection, and we're looking forward to adding the hotel as one of our newest members. We handpick each Curio Collection property. No two are alike. Each one is an independent hotel. Our smallest hotel has 32 bedrooms. Our largest has 1,000 bedrooms. So we have a huge spread. And this property is going to be a perfect addition for us. I want to thank everybody that is here to help us celebrate this groundbreaking. And we look forward to the official opening in the not too distant future. And more importantly, I look forward to a very strong partnership with Ian and with the team here at the property as we get ready to open. And thank you very much.
And all of you here present, I want to bid you good evening and good afternoon. For me, I am very elated to be here, as I have seen the journey which Ian has taken over the last 4 or so years. And I am very happy to be associated with this project. One can only appreciate the tremendous positive impact this project is going to have on the communities of Salisbury, Monrachet, Coolibistri, Mero, St. Joseph, and indeed the entire country. Not only in terms of employment during construction, but more critically during the operation phase of this project, where with regards to the direct employment and critically indirect employment, the farmers of Salisbury, the fishermen of Coolibistri and Monrachet and St. Joseph, we now have to prepare ourselves to take advantage of the tremendous opportunities this project will create for us here in this part of Dominica. And the government will certainly be working with interested individuals to assist them in setting a solid foundation so that we can take advantage of these opportunities. Going forward, the government is fully committed to the construction of 2 new ports. One, a commercial containerized port, and also a cruise village. And this cruise village, it is our hope to take the cruise passenger in the long term to 1 million per year. The government has already, in fact, signed an MOU for a private entity as we will build these 2 ports in a public-private partnership. And we look forward to these ports commencing in 2019. I have, as Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, brought down the guillotine on the discussion on the international airport. There will be no more discussion on whether we need an international airport or not. The international airport will be constructed in Dominica. As we speak, we are undergoing extensive and in-depth geotechnical studies to inform us of the soil type in this part of the country. We are utilizing a US-based firm for that. We are finalizing with our partners some of the additional financing required. As you know, the government itself in the last 2 years have been saving monies towards the construction of the airport, and we are moving aggressively to realize the commencement of the construction of the international airport. In respect to infrastructure, you would recognize on this Eau-Libla highway from Roseau, literally from Roseau to Portsmouth, extensive work is ongoing with the construction of new bridges and the improvement of the flow of water across the streets, across the road. And certainly you will have a more resilient piece of infrastructure on the west coast of Dominica, all of which will benefit not only this property, but the entire country. In respect from the roads from Portsmouth to the airport, we have received funding from the Kuwaiti government to conduct a feasibility study, which is a prerequisite for the funds to construct the actual roadway. And on this roadway, all of the 1-lane bridges will become a thing of the past. There'll be new bridges with 2 lanes to allow for improved vehicle access. We also will be embarking on a comprehensive and aggressive training program. And we're partnering with our development partners and also stakeholders to set up a training school where we can train more of our people. So there'll be people who are in the private sector and also in the public sector who may want to have a change of career to take advantage of the many investments in tourism and to secure themselves senior management positions within those establishments. And therefore we are seeking to expose our people to improve training and opportunities to be able to place ourselves in a situation to take advantage of this. I will say also to the citizens of Dominica that with our thrust to create the world's first climate resilient nation, it is not only in terms of the physical infrastructure, but also the way we conduct business. This government will have a zero tolerance towards littering in the country. We are starting with the banning of styrofoam and plastic food utensils, and in the next few months we'll also articulate a second phase of the banning of certain non-biodegradable items in our country. But before we do that, we are seeking to ensure that the biodegradable items are accessible to every citizen, and therefore the taxes, the import duties on those items will be reduced dramatically or taken down to zero. But I want to say to our citizens, the same practice which we adopt when we go to the metropolitan countries, where our garbage remain in our vehicles and in the privacy of our homes, that's what we will want in Dominica. And we will be very, very stringent on those who fail to respect the litter laws in our country. Because we all complain, the country is this, the country is that, but the question is, who are the ones who dump the litter, the garbage on the side of the roads or in the streets? We're the ones who do it. So if we do not want it, the simple thing to do is to stop it. And if we cannot stop it, then the law will cause us to stop it. And the laws will be even strengthened to ensure that we respect nature and that we can preserve and conserve our environment. I will also tell you that very soon from now we'll also unveil a plan to build a mini golf course in the country. We do have plans for it already. We have drawings for it already. It's a matter for us to meet with the developers to finalize it. I won't tell you where yet, because then you're going to have a whole big debate in the country and so on. But certainly, we believe that in addition to our natural beauty and attributes, our rivers, our lakes, our forests, that there are additional attractions which we need to make available to our visitors and residents. And we believe that a golf course would certainly add some value to our tourism product in Dominica. Now on this property, this is a design of magnificence. And for me, I am even more elated to recognize that it is being done by a Dominican, somebody from here. Because this has always been the position of the government, seeking to empower Dominicans, whether you live here or you live overseas, to empower you. Let us all be constructive and positive and have a positive outlook on our country. And where we can collaborate and partner for the greater good of our country, then we must do so. And this is what this government has done with Mr. Ian Edwards, a local guy from Bath State in Dominica. And I say to you, Ian, that this government, which I have the honor to lead, will do everything possible to ensure that this project is successfully completed and can be run with a profit in this country. And as I've told you, my ministers and myself are available to go into the marketplace with you, because you rightly pointed out that the market is very competitive, with Dominica having to compete with developed countries. And you know that there are actions that are taken against our program, all designed to benefit their programs. And therefore, we have to be in the marketplace to share with prospective investors and stakeholders the attributes of our program. And I will say to all of you here present and those listening, as I've said on many occasions here in our country, that our program is run and managed in a prudent and responsible manner. Never allow ourselves as citizens and stakeholders to get carried away by what is now coined and popular now, fake news and news that are only destined to destroy our country. we go through a rigorous due diligence program exercise for every single applicant with many layers of due diligence. And there are countries with programs that do not have any due diligence as close to the rigorousness of our program. So I want to say to you that while we as a government, and I've said so publicly in the marketplace and in our country, while we welcome and appreciate the resources that we get and investments we receive from the CBI program, we will never do anything to undermine our program and of course our economy. And that's why due diligence is critical and foremost and paramount to us, and in an uncompromising manner. So I want to say this to us. And again, I want to say to you, Ian, we will stand with you. You had all these anxieties, and we had to manage Ian's anxieties on a number of occasions. But he can smile now. I've seen him recent months smiling, and that is good news. And of course, we want to thank all our friends from Pakistan and Turkey who've been helping in the marketplace and bringing the clients which Ian so rightfully required. And of course, to our friends from Curio, we want to thank you for the confidence and trust that you have placed in our country, Dominica. And certainly, your presence, the presence of your brand, will certainly elevate the presence of our country in the international tourism market. So we look forward to strong partnerships with you, with your brand, as we develop this project. And certainly, I have been told that there has been a request to even expand this project from 73 rooms to 100 rooms. And I am saying to you, though the application has not come to me, I can say to you that it is approved. So we just need to amend one clause in the agreement, and from 73 to 100. Or if you want to leave it open, we can leave it open. But I want to say to us that, of course, we shall continue to maintain the security of our country. We will not tolerate any kind of lawlessness in our country. We pride ourselves on being a peaceful and safe country. And I, for one, want to ensure that our citizens and visitors can go to our beaches and our lakes without any fear of the security. But we all have a moral obligation as citizens and residents to ensure each other's security. And we will continue to increase the number of policemen that we have in the country. As you know, we've increased the establishment by 100. And very soon the police will recruit another 40 or so recruits to start training. And we will provide the police with all of the tools of trade required to ensure and assure our security in Dominica. So I want to say to Ian, all the best, and we hear with you. Let us, as citizens in this 40th anniversary of independence, continue to commit ourselves to nation building. These things are only going to benefit us if we all appreciate it, if we all embrace it. When we have friends like John who are here and his family, we have to embrace them and let them feel that they are at home, they are part of us. And I'm happy to recognize that he feels that way. And of course, we have to be, the 72,000 of us must be promoters of our country in a positive way. Whatever difficulties we may have between ourselves should not be exposed to the rest of the world. When we speak, we must speak in promotion of our beautiful country. Because this hotel is going to benefit every single one of us in Dominica. Every single one of us in Dominica. With more people coming in, it's going to create more foreign exchange. And we'll all have more money in our pockets. More opportunities for our children. And for so many of our children living, being graduated at the university level, in an unparalleled manner, we have to ensure that we continue to create these kind of opportunities for our children. and that they can take advantage of the senior management positions within those establishments. So for us, we have to look at the sky as our limit and work together, play our part, be diligent. Whether we are a farmer, we need to be diligent. If we're a police officer, we have to be diligent. If we work in the immigration department, we have to be welcoming. If we're a customs officer, yes, your job is to prohibit illegal things from coming in, but you're also a first ambassador, the first person whom they interact with, and you also have to be welcoming, so that the country, is, and the entire country itself is a place that where people can feel welcome. And I will say to all the people on the West Coast, and Salisbury in particular, and Monterey and Salisbury, here is your opportunity. Embrace it. Do not be silly. Do not be parochial if you're thinking. Think national. Think global. And take advantage of the opportunities here. I do not want to take the opportunity to speak to 3 other projects which we will sign on very soon, because it's Ian day today. But very soon we will sign agreements that would also see the increase of the room stock by 350 rooms, one in Mero, one on the site of the Public Works Corporation, and another in the north of the country. So things are looking up. We're committed to doing what we can, and our commitment to making Dominica the first climate resilient nation is something that this government will pursue and pursue vigorously. There are many who think that for a small country, we are punching way above our reach. But with the advent of climate change, and we contributing very little to the emission of carbon gases in the atmosphere, we have to take control over what we have control over. And these storms will come, yes, but there is technology that one can employ to build greater resilience in your infrastructure, to build greater resilience in your country, and to ensure that when these storms come, yes, you'll be impacted, but we'll be able to bounce back better. And I see Ian has taken on board some of the resilience concepts in the construction of his hotel, with utilization of management of use of water, energy, and using more renewable energy sources. And of course, with the healthcare services, finally, recognize healthcare is a major part of the tourism product, and of course for the welfare and well-being of our citizens. We have done our final phase as the government in respect to the construction of the new Marigot Hospital. This Marigot Hospital, which will be financed by the government of Mexico, will also have diagnostic services. We'll have a trauma center in the event we'll have to have an accident on the airport, and we look forward to this hospital commencing in 2019. With regards to the hospital, we have recommenced the construction of the new National Hospital, and we have done some changes to the design. Now we have concrete roofs, weatherproof windows and doors, and there's some issues with functionality that we have changed. We have also entered into a second agreement with the government of China for a second phase of the hospital, which includes, among other things, the construction of a helicopter pad that will be able to transport our patients if they are to be airlifted, rather than having to drive to the airport to catch the helicopter. So we'll be constructing that. We'll be having the hospital fully maintained by renewable energy, solar energy, and a number of other services which will be provided. And that is in respect to the physical aspect. We also will be entering into an agreement with the government of China, where they'll be providing us with a number of specialists in the field of medicine who will come here on a rotational basis to provide healthcare services to our citizens. And in addition to that, we'll be mandating that our health practitioners, both medical doctors and nurses, will go to China for a 6 months period on refresher courses to be exposed to enhanced medical practices and the new technology and so on. So when Ian asks you to close your eyes, and I give you the assurance that the next time your eyes are open, you will see these wonderful things of our country and help transform our country. So we celebrate 40 years now. The next time we celebrate 50 years, which is the next 10 years, you will see a complete transformation of our country. I wish you all the best and your partners, Ian. As I said, I'm available, as we've spoken, to be in the market with you, to help promote and market your program. I want to thank our friends from Courier by Hilton and all our partners who are here and who have embraced Dominica and are willing to make a lasting contribution to our welfare and well-being. And of course, to all who are here present, may God continue to bless us as a nation. Thank you very much.